How is it going, everybody? Gary here from Movie Hooker, and I know I have talked about this movie before. I've probably talked about it a lot. I tend to do that when I really am fixated on a movie. But if I'm fixated on a movie, then there's very, very good reason. And the film that I am on about, and I know I have not talked about this film since the trailer has dropped. A24 released the trailer. It is definitely 100% going to cinemas in this March, but I'm not too sure if we're going to get it in Ireland and UK, maybe UK. But I do hope that we get it. So this film that I want to talk about is called The Undertone.
Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy.
The directorial debut by Canadian filmmaker Ian Tuason. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. It had its world premiere at Fantasia International Film Festival, and I am lucky enough and honoured to be one of the media outlets, that cover this festival every single year. And in doing that, we get early access to a lot of movies that other, let's just say, normal folk do not see for a year, maybe 2 years, and this is the case with The Undertone. Now, with that great privilege of covering film festivals also comes like a great burden, I guess, because I can watch a movie, I can love it, but I can't tell you guys about it because I want to see, I want you all to see it and to experience it like I experienced it. So trying to keep your mouth shut and keep stum for a wider release is always very hard, but that is the only downside of getting early access to movies. So The Undertone had its world premiere at Fantasia. It was picked up by A24 after that for a 7-figure deal. Incredible achievement for independent horror, so congratulations to every single one on that team. When I say this is a flawless piece of independent horror, I really, really mean it. Now, will it be for everybody? Probably not, because this is a very, how can I say it? It's like a minimalistic, sound-driven nightmare fuel. So, like, what I mean by minimalistic here is that there's only one cast member in the entire film, and not only that, there's only one location in the whole entire movie. So it's set inside a house. It has one cast member, and the story is as follows. It follows a young podcaster called, oh shit, that's not her name, by the way, Evangeline, Evie. So Evie moves back into her family home, and she is caring for her dying mother, who is lying up the stairs, cannot move. She is at death's door, and she then receives herself. There's my fucking phone. What was I saying? Yes, she runs a podcast, and this podcast is called The Undertone. And the only other character in this movie, apart from the mother who is lying in the bed upstairs, doesn't move. She runs a podcast with her podcast host. I think his name is Justin. I'm not too sure. And then they receive 10 audio files. Just a supernatural case that's very, very disturbing.
Listening to 10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email.
I watched for the first time, and it got under my skin on my first viewing. Then I watched it with my partner. Then after my second viewing, I contacted Gavin, who is the owner of Fright Club Northern Ireland, and I said he also covers Fantasia as well. So we're very lucky. Two people, we're close by, and we're covering like a festival in Canada that, premieres lots of fantastic horror movies that become huge. So like this one. So I said to Gavin, I started noticing small little details in my second viewing. And I said these to Gavin. He says, Gary, that's a really good take. And I'm also in a very privileged position to just text Ian, the writer and the director. So after I watched it, No, after I finished talking with Gavin, I says, right, man, I'm going to go and I'm going to watch it again because I had the screener. So I watched it for a third time, and with my third viewing, and I do this with a lot of movies if I really, really like them. I like to pick movies apart. I don't know if anybody else does. But on my third viewing, I watched the film, but I sort of looked through the characters. I was paying attention. I knew what the characters, I knew the dialogue, I knew where the story was going to go. So I just start watching the background. I start watching everything that's in the shot, because if it is in the shot, it more than likely will have a meaning. And then I did start noticing things, and I was like, holy shit, oh my god. So I text Ian, the director and writer of the movie, and I was like, Ian, is this right? And is this right? And he didn't reply, but he gave me an eyeball emoji. That's worth more than 1,000 words. So I'm pretty sure that verified everything that I sort of picked up on the movie. I hope I'm right. You're all going to get to see it on March 26th or something. And what I will say about this film, it's not, if you're looking for something that's full of jump scares, this is not going to be for you. This is not like some franchise. Excuse me. This is not like some franchise like The Conjuring or Insidious or anything like that. This is an atmospheric, claustrophobic, nerve shredding, audio driven nightmare. This film, the acting is superb, and I always say, like, people mightn't like movies that just have one character in the whole entire movie. But I see those movies like, if this character can keep my attention and the story's good and it's only one person for like 90 minutes, then that blows my mind. And the lead actor in this, Nina Carey, not too sure. I always butcher names, but my accent is hard enough to understand as it is, so you'll just have to forgive me. And yeah, so like she keeps it. She's a fantastic actor, and there's that. But it's all, the direction is so good as well. The writing is so good, but it is all to do with the sound design. It is all to do with the just the incredible sound. It's like I would pay if it was showing in cinemas and they were giving you a set of headphones. Because let's not forget, right? This is about a podcast. A lot of this movie is watching someone with headphones on. So you really want to be immersed in that sort of same environment and same atmosphere. And I think it'll be a far more effective horror film. But I absolutely loved it. It's top marks from Movie Hooker, 10 out of 10, all the way to the bank. And I'm very happy as well for Ian, the director and the writer, because that was the Undertone was this guy's directorial debut, and A24 bought it. It's like striking cinematic filmmaking gold. Like every single filmmaker that releases an independent low budget horror just dreams of getting picked up by A24, and this is exactly what happened with Ian. So now his next movie, and I did make a YouTube video about this. I'm probably saying a lot of the same stuff here in this and then the other video, but I have the trailer now for the Undertone to share with you. But anyway, he is making Paranormal Activity, and if you have not seen the Undertone, then you're just simply not going to understand why Paranormal Activity is going to be the perfect material for Ian to relaunch or reboot or remake, or just give us like the eighth maybe installment of Paranormal Activity with a continuation of something. But I can't wait to see what he does with Paranormal Activity. But anyway, guys, that is it for me. I really want you to see the Undertone. I want you to come back to me once you see the Undertone. And anybody who watches this trailer and says, "Oh, that didn't do anything for me," watch it again. Watch it with headphones on. This is not about jump scares. This is about nightmare fuel for your earlobes. Anyway, thank you very much. Subscribe or follow and all that jazz. I'll be back soon. Bye.
Welcome to the Undertone podcast, where we talk about all things creepy. I'm your in-house skeptic, Evie Babbage, and my believer co-host says he has a real treat for us today.
We're listening to 10 mysterious audio recordings from an anonymous email.
Were you implying there was hidden messages in it?
Let me play it back in reverse.
Play the next one. Let's find out.
Where is that coming from?
We should stop listening.
What family or something?
What's say? Radio man.